Shit, what's up, Kyron, bro?
What's good, man? What's up? Fucking deal, nigga.
What's the
Back
deal,
at
man?
it.
You just want to hop straight into it?
Yeah, bro. Let's get into it, bro. Cause this is I ain't gonna lie, like for people who are appreciative of music like us, bro. This that just happened is like it's real monumental, bro. Like especially for these two people, bro. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie. How long they been beefing? Gucci and Jeezy been beefing since we was little, bro.
They've
Like,
been they've been beefing. Yes, they've been beefing for 15 years. It was beefing since I was in the second grade.
man, I don't even think I was in school yet when they started beefing, bro. Like,
Huh?
and it's like it's so crazy because to think of how like it did they really squash? I mean, yeah, they squashed it. Yeah, they squashed it. But to think of like them two people, like the rivals, like them to have squashed something like this, bro, that was that was like I said, monumental. And I
Yeah.
think like I like the message like that Jeezy gave at the end. You know when he shouted out King Von, he shouted out Doe B. You
Yeah.
remember Doe B?
I remember
He shouted
Dobie.
he shouted Doe B out, and he shouted out Mo3. He shouted out like he was basically like I like the message that he was giving that he was basically saying how it's better for, artists like them to work together rather than being at each other necks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was,
You know the story
that
behind it?
they beef.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it was something to do with like royalties, right? Somebody wasn't getting paid something. That's
Well,
where that's
they
where that's where
yeah
that's what it started
started
from
from yeah.
because they made So Icy, and then they was having some kind of dispute over uh
Who's gonna have it on
somebody
the
ain't get
album?
yeah, and that's how that beef started. Then I don't know what happened in between time, but I know Jeezy sent all them niggas to go snatch Gucci Mane chain.
Well, he when they was arguing over who gonna be on who gonna have the song So Icy on the album, they had their words and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
Jeezy said on his song, he a famous rapper, he got money on Gucci chain. So mind you, he didn't send niggas, but you could say he put a hit out on Gucci. Because
yeah,
ain't nobody just gonna walk up to Gucci and be like, look, hand me your chain, like especially with guns involved, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
So, and then it just happened to be a nigga that signed a Young Jeezy label that tried to go do that to Gucci. Not
and Gucci got him.
and Gucci got him.
Yeah,
So
that man. To
and
be
shit,
honest, bro, I think Gucci Mane is the first rapper that we've ever known of to murder a nigga and get off for it.
it was self defense.
It was, yeah,
So
yeah. But talking about this battle, bro, who do you think? Like, I know, like everybody got their different opinion on it, but who do you really think won? Cause
um I feel like uh I'm gonna say Jeezy. I'm gonna say
yeah,
Jeezy won. I feel like Jeezy, he got a lot of anthems, man. He got a lot of I forgot that he got a lot of songs because it's been so long since I heard Jeezy in a long time. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I already know about Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel as though that Jeezy, I feel like Jeezy music hit harder, but I feel like Gucci got the more influence. He's more
yeah,
he influenced a
yeah.
lot of artists.
And you really want to know why Jeezy won?
Wow.
Because he was more mainstream than Gucci. He was more mainstream. Like,
I feel like
cause
Gucci,
I it's
Gucci,
like
Gucci went that mainstream point. He did go
I
mainstream. I
he
can't say
he
that.
I don't want to just necessarily say that he went mainstream,
Mm-hmm.
but I think like see, it was like Jeezy was most definitely mainstream because he was cool with Ti, and Ti was mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
But with Gucci, Gucci wasn't as mainstream as them. Like he had some hits, that made the radio and stuff, but he all of his like best stuff was underground. All his best stuff was mainly street shit. It wasn't all just he. Nobody ever really promoted him to the same degree as they promoted Jeezy. You know what I mean? That's why I say Jeezy was mainstream,
I don't know. I kind of
or
look.
or or at the least he was more mainstream than Gucci was.
Yeah. I okay, but I look at it kind of different, man. Cause I feel like niggas know Gucci, man. I feel like
Yeah,
Gucci he
and
put in his work, like
he
from
did.
what I see.
And that's what you like. That's like what you just said about him having the more influence.
Yeah.
He do because if you want to be like, if we just keep it in 100, bro, this whole generation of artists, bro, everything trickled down from Gucci, bro. Everything trickled down from Gucci,
Yeah.
cause
21,
Gucci,
Young Thug,
man,
Gunna,
even
Lil Baby.
past that, he made Migos, Chief
Facts.
Keef, the nigga Waka Flocka. Goddamn, that was before any of them niggas. So
OJ, the Juice
Gucci,
Man. Yeah.
but well, I ain't gonna say that one though, cause OJ was with him. Like OJ came
But
out with Gucci.
yeah, but he got OJ right though.
He did, he did. And Gucci man, like I ain't gonna lie. He really made the trap scene. If you want to keep it a beat,
The whole trap
like
scene.
not the whole trap scene.
Yeah.
He made the current trap scene.
Yeah.
I put it
Facts.
like that because,
Facts.
like I said, it's the trickle down effect. Everything that Gucci made and made popular just kind of trickled down into what we have now. So I feel like if we talking hit wise, yeah, Jeezy won because all of his hits was way more popular than Gucci stuff, and not to mention that all of his stuff was promoted more. I think because of his, what record label is Gucci? I mean Jeezy signed to.
I think he was signed to Def Jam. I, I think. I think. Oh, he had like a partnership deal with Def Jam. I could be wrong though. I'm not sure.
And you see, that's another thing, bro. Jeezy was actually signed to a big time label. Like Gucci wasn't Gucci. Gucci, he was with Atlantic, I think, right?
Yeah. I think Jeezy probably was Atlantic too. He
They
probably
both
was
was
with Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Yeah.
They both was
Yeah.
Atlantic. But the thing about it is, Gucci made his own label, and it's like, he popularized 1017 on a whole nother level, bro. Like, it's niggas now that still want to be 1017 years after 1017 was created.
Right.
So it's like, to me, because I'm more of a Gucci fan than I am a Jeezy fan. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Jeezy, I ain't gonna, he's out, he was a top tier artist, like,
Yeah.
coming up. I've never been a Jeezy fan. I've always been a Gucci fan. So, in my heart, I feel like Gucci really won. Cause no lie, at the end of that battle when he played the truth, that that was some shit to play. Yo, this song to your op in front of your op face, like
Yeah.
that was. I think
I,
that was historical, bro.
I
You
it
heard what the
was,
nigga
but
said?
the thing is though, I did see some what Gucci said. He wished he would have never done that.
Yeah, I saw that too. I
I
saw that too.
I mean, I feel like all right, going in the battle, I feel like it had to be like that because they did have tension. So I don't think we would have respected it if they would have went any if they would have did some different shit. So they had to come on that type of time. But I felt Gucci he did do a little extra after the song though. He didn't
Yeah,
have to
cause
do all that though. But I get
he
it. But
did
you know what I'm
he
saying?
he was talking about what he said. We smoking on Pookie Loke or whatever he said. That was kind of, they just kind of threw the respect for the whole thing out the window. Even though I feel like emotions was already flaring like
Facts.
before the battle even started. I think he was already hot because this is a nigga who just these niggas have been beefing for so long. Like I really
And
feel
they
like Gucci Mane was more emotional than he put off.
and to be honest with you, with them, like it kind of divided shit.
Yeah,
It
he
kind of
did.
divided shit. It kind of put,
He
and then with
did.
Gucci Mane, Gucci Mane was he. It was a point where Gucci Mane was tripping, and nobody wasn't fucking with Gucci.
Yeah,
I
I
remember when
remember.
Gucci was dissing Nicki, Ti. He was saying, you know what I'm saying? He was tripping. You remember? And
Yeah,
he
I remember because
when his ass
He
when,
dissed Ti on the truth.
when he was when that nigga was getting beat up in the mall and shit.
He didn't get beat up. Nah,
No,
he's just square. He squared up with that.
yeah,
I
he
know what you're
did.
talking about. I seen that video. He squared up with that nigga, but he didn't get beat up though.
But I don't know. It just I think that it was just a point where Gucci was tripping. But I think Gucci kind of grown, from all that shit. He learned from his mistakes, and Jeezy too, because Jeezy, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people start fucking with Jeezy.
Yeah,
A lot of
and
people.
see, oh my bad. Go ahead.
I was saying, I was saying that a lot of people start fucking with Jeezy because like he just I don't know. I think people just had bad vibes, and they always say like a lot of niggas say they used to fuck with Jeezy, but Jeezy don't fuck with them no more. You know what I'm saying?
I I feel like Jeezy just kind of fell off, bro. But I know it's not no tornado really going on.
I wouldn't say Jeezy fell off. I would say that he reached his peak, and I
He
mean he was
did.
like you remember when Future came out,
Yeah,
and you remember Magic.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you an example. Ti at that time he already reached his peak, so he wasn't gonna get no bigger. He wasn't gonna get no bigger. So Future was
Mm,
on the come up. So Ti
mm,
needed to hop on Future's song. But most importantly, Future needed Ti to hop on that song because he was on the come up. If you get what I'm saying. So
yeah,
I just think Jeezy reached his peak and he just stopped. He wasn't putting out no music no more.
he was.
And
Like
if
I
the
think
music he did put out wasn't
after that
good.
last album, yeah, after that last album, bro, I don't really think Jeezy hit the same no more. And you know why? I feel like artists that came up with him, like Ti, like him and like they grew up. You know what I mean? Like the same artists that people fell in love with when they first started, they wasn't that growing into old age. And that's why their music didn't hit the same because they're not rapping about the same
Same
stuff.
shit no more.
They on
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
yeah, they on a whole nother they on a whole nother
Different.
level of
Yeah.
adulthood.
I
So
mean, they don't do that shit no more.
yeah, right. Right. But that's one thing about it is that's why Gucci Mane was still popping a little bit after them because Gucci actually still was living stuff he was talking about because that that is for certain. He fell off like yeah, I don't even want to say that he fell off, but the popularity that he had like
Ain't the
coming
same.
out, yeah, well, it's not. Well, of course, it's not the same now
Yeah.
because he didn't hit that grown up stage too, where he not just like he was when he first came out, or when when we first got on to him really. But I think, yeah, I don't want to say that he just completely fell off, but he did go through a period where people wasn't really checking for him no more.
Yeah.
Cause I remember, like, I think when I hit middle school is when, like, whenever he made Trap House 3, that's when his
Yeah.
popularity really started to come back. Trap House 3, that was the one that kind of did it for him, and then he went to jail.
Thanks. But
But but yeah, bro. I think just overall, bro, that was that was a great battle. I ain't gonna lie, hands
yeah,
down. I think
facts.
out of all the versus battles that they've done, like throughout this entire year, I think that might have been the best one because
Yeah,
when you just look at the influence, like the influence that was inside of that battle, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then the fact that it happened, period. Like, cause I know people didn't even think like, I know that was something that, like, I know people had been talking about that particular battle for a minute. Like, people had been wanting it to happen, but the fact that it actually happened,
happen. Yeah.
that was, bro, that
You
was,
gotta, you gotta respect both of them,
you
especially
do,
since they had, and then they had beef for so long. Like, people don't like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, that's why like
yeah,
everybody in Atlanta was excited. Like they wanted the, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas fuck with Jeezy and niggas fuck with Gucci. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like,
yeah,
and they the OGs, so they respect the OGs. They don't want the OGs to beef.
yeah,
And
bro,
you see when
that,
they played when they did so icy, bro.
yeah,
No,
yeah, bro. The whole aura of the whole thing just changed, bro.
I was
It was
happy, bro.
just
I haven't seen them perform icy. That was my first time seeing them perform icy ever,
ever,
ever
ever, bro.
together, bro. That was my first time seeing that. And I remember
Yes,
watching
bro.
them as a kid, bro, watching the video.
Man,
I never seen them perform that song, bro. Ever.
man,
They gotta do that
bro,
shit again, bro. I'm sorry, bro. They gotta
bro,
do it on a
what?
big stage, bro.
What, bro? Yes, of course they do, man. Dog, that was, bro. It was too great, bro, for the community of for everybody who loved trap music and just everybody who came up in that era and the era that Gucci Mane inspired, bro. That was just too great of a thing to happen, bro. And I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad that as grown men, they was able to, you know, put their differences aside and realize how, when you two people that, younger generations look up to, then you gotta set a more positive example. I love how they did that, bro. That was
So I got a
that
question
was a
for
great.
you.
What's up?
How you feel about people saying that Jeezy was pussy for not doing anything when Gucci Man played the truth?
He played his cards right, bro. I don't think he was pussy for that.
Be-
I think he went about it the way that he should have because at the end of the day, there was a bigger reason behind why they were doing it in the first place. Now I admit like any other nigga probably would have got really hot over there. And
It To be honest
Gucci
with you,
Mane,
it could have got hot in there. You saw them niggas they had, and they had dumb
yeah,
security with them, both of them.
yeah,
And you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
It,
So it really
it
could have
could have
got bad.
it could have got real, bro. But I think he handled himself accordingly, and he handled himself in
Yeah.
the best way that he could have, bro. Because it could have went left, but he kept the main message, because that's what he explained. Like, and I seen all of the memes that people was making about how he was throughout the whole battle. How Gucci Mane was basically on it, and then Jeezy was just kind of brushing it off with I'm grown man. But that's the way that you're supposed to be though.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So he wasn't pussy. He just not young no
And
more. He not hot headed.
and to be honest with you, that shit was 15 years ago. If shit
It
was,
was.
you know what I'm saying, they in their fucking 40s. Like if Jeezy, uh Gucci would have did anything, they would have looked. They but both of them would look dumb. They would have looked bad. They would have made the culture look bad.
Yo,
You know
like,
what I'm saying? Over some shit that happened. Granted, yes, J- we know what happened. We know. But
you know,
I feel as though
you know,
if
bro.
shit was gonna go down, it should have happened then. It don't make
I
sense
ain't
for
gonna.
shit to go down now.
People who wanted them to get into it is just messy, bro.
Yeah.
But people who understood where Jeezy was coming from really understand the culture and how, important that was for that to happen, bro. He wasn't pussy. He did what was best for his community.
Hmm.
That's looking at the bigger picture. Cause man, like, what would have happened, bro? Like, if he would have got angry, and upset at Gucci, because he did get a little fired up, when Gucci said, when he made that little comment about smoking on his partner or whatever, he got a little heated. You can see it, but he already knew what that was,
And to be
so
honest with
he
you,
did what he was supposed to do.
and a lot of people don't know, like, if Jeezy would have just like would have been on go, like it just would have been it would have been bad. Like
It
I ain't
would
gonna lie,
have
when I
been
saw
bad,
it, I
bro.
was like, oh my god. Ooh,
What, bro?
ooh.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh
oh,
man,
I was like, it's over.
cause
It's
I
over. It's going down in the club. They in the strip club.
and I caught
And I
the
know they got dumb niggas with them.
man.
You saw the video when they both was leaving with the security.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. But I'm just thankful that it didn't happen, bro.
Yeah,
Shout out to Gucci Man and Jeezy, bro. They really just did
facts.
something great for the culture,
Yeah, for the culture, bro.
man. But yeah, bro, hey, we need to have another discussion next week or some. We need to have another